There's been a change in your assignment. You're not going to D.C. They're putting you in Graceland.
Excuse me? Graceland?
It's a house. Somebody got the great idea.
Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to talk about the all-new USA television series by the name of Graceland. I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon the pilot episode. And without any further ado, let's go and get to it, shall we? So before I actually talk about the plot of Graceland on the USA Network, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the creator of the series. That way, you guys can be more informed. So, Graceland on USA is created by the guy by the name of Jeff Easton. Jeff Easton is known for mainly creating the comedy drama series on the USA Network with the name of White Collar. He has done a few other things in his career, but White Collar is mainly what Jeff Easton is known for doing. So, what is Graceland? What is the television series by the name of Graceland? Well, it's pretty much your generic mystery crime drama cop show. We have supposedly what's based on the events of a true story. There was this house and beach house in Southern California where drug was shipped in and out from this drug cartel place, and the feds came in there, took this place over, and they now use the Southern California beach house as an undercover operation where all the feds come in here. They live there, and they have to throw away their entire lives, of course. They have to lie about who they are. They can't tell their parents who they are. They can't tell their family who they are. The men and women both cannot be in a relationship intimately whatsoever, so they have that problem. They have to lie about their entire lives and be an FBI agent, an undercover one, in this house. And pretty much this house is called Graceland, hence the name of the series. And this house, the Southern California beach house, is where they actually solve their crimes from. That's pretty much the gist of the series, where they solve different kinds of crimes. This particular episode is actually about a guy by the name of Mike Warren, and he's the main character in the series. Mike Warren comes in as a temporary replacement to an FBI agent that lived at the Graceland house who got shot. That guy's name is Donnie, and Donnie is staying at a safe house while Mike Warren is temporarily taking Donnie's place, and he's pretty much having to adjust. It's his first day as an FBI agent at the Graceland house, and he's pretty much having to adjust to the lifestyle of throwing away his entire life and not being able to tell the truth about anything because he has to stay in an undercover operation sort of thing. That's pretty much the gist of the series. In this episode, he has to act like he's some guy's brother-in-law, get a scar, put this makeup on, act like he's a junkie. He has to decide to kill a guy. Major spoilers coming up towards the end of this episode. When he actually begins to get ready to kill the guy, he finds out that he was actually sent to kill the guy he was replacing. He ends up at the safe house of Donnie. He has to convince Donnie that he's an FBI agent, which at first Donnie doesn't believe him, and Donnie almost shoots him in the episode, so that part was a little entertaining. But that's pretty much the basic plot of the USA television series by the name of Graceland. Overall, my thoughts and opinions on Graceland on USA, in all honesty, I thought this was a pretty decent pilot. I saw a lot of people on Twitter raving about this pilot during it. I did live tweet during it, so I kept up with all the in and outs and stuff like that, all the cool quotes and stuff, and overall, I thought it was a pretty decent pilot. It wasn't anything amazing, though it wasn't terrible either. I thought it was a pretty standard pilot, though I have seen way better pilots. I don't normally watch these sort of, I call these shows, generic cop shows similar to, NCIS, CSI, that's this kind of thing, CSI Los Angeles, whatever all those are called. It's kind of one of those generic shows until the last 5 minutes. I wasn't even attached to this pilot. I thought it was decent. The characters were somewhat likable, but the acting was all average. None of it was, above average or anything like that. It was all pretty generic, just real standard, just stuff you've come to expect from cop shows like that. That was until the last, 5 minutes, probably the last, minute of the episode itself. It had a nice twist to it that I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I am going to watch the rest of the series, so don't get me wrong. I thought it was a decent pilot. I will keep posting reviews to let you guys know if I think the series does get any better. Major spoilers coming up, though. Let's talk about that twist. At the end, like I said, major spoilers coming up, so if you don't like spoilers, click stop. Otherwise, keep watching. So the twist is that Mike Warren was actually, you didn't even find this out to the end of this episode, so it was a nice crafted episode. The episode was about an hour and 15 minutes, including commercials. And at the last minute of this episode, they reveal that Mike Warren was actually sent to the house to gather intel on one of the FBI agents living there. And I believe that guy's name is Paul Bridges or something, Riggs or Paul Riggs, something like that. Anyways, this Paul character, no one knows too much about him. He used to be this nice, they reference him as a nice suit and tie guy. He used to be that character, but something traumatizing, some huge event happened in his overall life, and now he is just kind of a guy who doesn't care about much of anything. Kind of he was a nice character, probably one of the best characters in the show itself. But now he used to be this, suit and tie kind of guy. Now, very professional, and now he's just the guy that doesn't care about much of anything. Well, Mike Warren's character was sent after Paul's character, if that's even his name, whatever the guy's name is. He was sent after his character to find out who he is. And at this house, you're not supposed to have any lies. There are no lies in the Graceland house. You have to lie to everybody else, but you're supposed to tell everybody there what's going on. So you can already see that the series is already bringing up something very complicated, but because for the first hour and 10 minutes of the show, it was extremely generic, and I was wondering to myself, when is this series going to get interesting? When is it going to give me something I haven't seen before? Well, that last 5 minutes of the pilot did that. It gave me something that was a tad interesting. That's pretty much the theme of the series itself. Yes, they're going to be solving different crimes in every episode. It looks like throughout the series he gets involved with the girl, though he can't tell her who he is. I'm sure she's going to eventually find out, and then there's going to be some drama between them. So that's going to be another running subplot in the series. But the main gist is Mike Warren having to find out who Paul really is, and of course somewhere along the line Paul's going to find out what the heck's actually going on, and I can only wait till that moment happens, because I can tell that with this series, it's going to start off being, decent, and probably 4 or 5 episodes in, it's actually going to start getting pretty cool, probably, because things are going to start being revealed. But overall, as a pilot itself, I thought it was a decent pilot, though a really, really, really nice twist and a nice theme there at the end that I really enjoyed that. But besides that, a pretty generic pilot that I wasn't too impressed with. If I had to rate it at a 1 out of 10 rating, it's probably just a solid 7, just a solid 7 standard, generic rating. Except for that twist at the end, that was nice. Like I said earlier, I will keep posting reviews. The show comes on every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock for everyone else. The next week's episode is called Guadarlajadog. I can't pronounce that word. Anyway, this episode 2 comes on June 13th of 2013, as always on the USA Network channel. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek for my review of the USA Network television series, the name of Graceland. Make sure to keep watching every week. I'll have new reviews for this series. Once again, thanks for watching the video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.